Today's class we are knowing to about that according to Dalton's atomic theory of atom is the smallest tiny invisible particle. Among these particles electrons and neutrons are important. But discharge tube experiments conducted by Crook and J.J. Thomson and others, discovery of radioactivity by Madame Curie indicated that atom is not the smallest particle. Still, many smaller particles are present. Among these particles, electrons, protons, and neutrons are important. They are present in all atoms except normal hydrogen. These are called as fundamental particles. Next, properties of fundamental particles. In this, first one is electron. The electron was discovered by J.J. Thomson in the discharge tube experiments. The name electron was suggested by G.J. Stoney. The electrons are liberated from the gas and cathodic metal in the discharge tube. Electrons are negatively charged particles. The charge of electron was discovered by Millikan scientist in oil drop experiment. The charge of electron is -1 unit. It is equal to -1.602 into 10 to the power of -19 coulombs and -4.8 into 10 to the power of -10 electrostatic units. The mass of electron is negligible when compared to the mass of other fundamental particles. It is equal to 1/1837 of mass of hydrogen atom. The real mass of electron is 0.0005486. Atomic mass units. The ratio of charge to mass is called specific charge. This value is 1.76 into 10 to the power of 11. This value is constant and independent of gas or cathodic metal used in the discharge tube. The electrons obtained from different sources have the same mass and the same charge and are quite identical. Thus, it is stated that the electrons are common or universal constituents of all matters. Next particle is proton. Proton is discovered by Goldstein The positive rays in the discharge tube experiments using a perforated cathode. These are also called as anode rays or canal rays. They liberated from the gas used in the discharge tube. The charge of proton is equal to electron but opposite in sign. The charge of proton is +1 units. This value is equal to +1.602 into 10 to the power of -19 coulombs or +4.8 into 10 to the power of -10 electrostatic units. The mass of proton is approximately equal to the hydrogen atom. The real mass of proton is 1.00728 atomic mass units or 1.672 into 10 to the power of -27 kilograms. The specific charge of positive rays varies and depend upon the nature of gas used in the discharge tube. For proton, it is equal to 9.58 into 10 to the power of 7. An atom contains equal number of electrons and protons, so atom is electrically neutral. And the next particle is neutron. Neutron was discovered by James Chadwick in 1932. He discovered based on the studies made by him on the bombardment of beryllium by alpha particles. It is neutral particle. The neutron charge is 0. The mass of neutron is nearly equal to the mass of a proton. That value is 1.675 into 10 to the power of -27 kilograms or 1.008665 atomic mass units. Next, atomic number. The number of protons or electrons present in the atom is called atomic number. It is denoted by capital Z. Atomic number was proposed by Moseley based on the results of X-ray spectral studies. He was given a relation between frequency of X-rays and atomic number. A characteristic property of elements root mu equal to A into Z minus B. A and B values are constants. From the atomic number, number of protons and electrons present in the atom is known. Capital Z equal to number of protons or number of electrons. Next one is mass number. It is denoted by capital A. The sum of protons and neutrons present in the atom is called mass number. Capital A equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. The difference between mass number and atomic number is equal to number of neutrons. A minus Z equal to number of neutrons. The number of fundamental particles present in the atom is known from the atomic number and mass number values. For example, atomic number and mass number of sodium is 11 and 23. So, sodium contains 11 protons, 11 electrons and 12 neutrons. Next one, atomic structure. The arrangement of fundamental particles in the atom is called atomic structure. Various atomic models were proposed by different scientists to explain structure of atom. The first one is J.J. Thomson model. J.J. Thomson proposed watermelon model of an atom. According to him, atom is a sphere in which the mass and the positive charge are evenly distributed. The electrons are embedded within this cloud and oscillate or vibrate about fixed equilibrium positions. This model cannot explain any experimental observation about the atom. Next one, atomic structure of Rutherford. Rutherford in 1911 found atomic nucleus based on the alpha rays scattering experiment. The size of the nucleus is in the order of 10 to the power of minus 12 centimeters or minus 14 meters. According to Rutherford, protons and neutrons are present in the nucleus and they are called nucleons. The electrons revolve around the nucleus like planets do around the sun. This atomic model is called nuclear model or planetary model. Rutherford's model fails to explain the stability and line spectrum of atoms. Next one, Planck's quantum theory. According to the Planck's quantum theory, energy is radiated not continuously but discontinuously in the form of packets known as quanta. The energy of quantum is given by the following equation. Capital E equal to h nu, where E equal to energy of a quantum, h equal to Planck's constant. Its value is 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 27 x per seconds, or 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joules per seconds, and V equal to frequency of energy. Next one, Bohr's atomic theory. Niels Bohr in 1913 postulated a theory based on Planck's quantum theory. He retained the Rutherford's concept that the atom contains positively charged nucleus in the middle. He applied Planck's quantum theory for electrons. Next, postulates of Bohr's theory. The electron in atom revolves around the nucleus. The electron in an atom revolves around the nucleus in certain fixed circular paths. The types of circular paths are called orbits. Each orbit is associated with a definite amount of energy. As long as the electrons revolve in an orbit, it does not radiate energy. Hence, the orbits are called stationary orbits or energy levels. There are many possible circular orbits around the nucleus in each atom. Each orbit is denoted by small n. That is called principal quantum number or Bohr's integer. For example, if small n equal to 1, the orbit is first orbit or K shell. If n equal to 2, the orbit is second orbit, L shell. If n equal to 3, the orbit is third orbit or M shell. If n equal to 4, the orbit is fourth orbit or N shell. Those are principal quantum numbers. K, L, M, N shells are principal quantum numbers. The value of n increases the size of the electron orbit as well as its energy also increases. The electron revolves around the nucleus only in an orbit in which its angular momentum is an integral multiple of h pi 2 pi. mvr equal to nh by 2 pi. That is angular momentum, where m equal to mass of electron, v equal to velocity of electron, r equal to radius of the orbit, h equal to Planck's constant, n equal to principal quantum number. If n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, mvr equal to h pi 2 pi, 2h pi 2 pi. 3h by 2 pi. So angular momentum of electron is quantized. The electron jumps from lower orbital to higher orbit. If it is absorbs energy, it jumps from higher orbit to lower orbit by emitting of energy. The electron jumps from lower orbit to higher orbit by absorbing of energy. If it jumps from higher to lower orbit by emitting of energy. The energy of radiation emitted or absorbed is equal to the difference in energy of the two orbits. It is given by the following equation. Delta E equal to E2 minus E1, that equal to h mu, where E1 equal to energy of lower orbit, E2 equal to energy of higher orbit, h equal to Planck's constant, mu equal to frequency of radiation. The electrons keep revolving around the nucleus in the stationary states as the centrifugal force of the electron is balanced by the electrostatic attraction between nucleus and electron. Next, merits of Bohr's atomic theory. Bohr's atomic model successfully explains the spectrum of hydrogen and hydrogen-like ions, helium, lithium, etc., which contains only one electron in orbit. This model explains the stability of atom also. Bohr's model explains the stability of atom also. The lowest orbit for the electron in Bohr model is the first orbit, n equal to 1, and the energy of the electron in that orbit is constant. Hence, there is no question of electron falling into the nucleus. So the atom is stable. The radii of the various orbits and energy associated with electrons present in those orbits calculated from Bohr's theory are well in agreement with the experimental values. The frequencies of the spectral lines observed in the hydrogen spectrum have been found to be in excellent agreement with those calculated from theoretical equations. Next one, limitations of Bohr's atomic theory. Bohr's atomic theory fails to explain spectra of multi-electron atoms. Bohr's atomic theory explains only one electron atoms. It is fails to explain multi-electron atoms. This theory fails to explain the fine spectrum of hydrogen. In hydrogen, only one electron in orbit. So, it is explains to one electron spectrum. It is not explain multi-electron atoms spectrum. A spectrum recorded by the using of high resolving power spectroscope is called fine spectrum. The fine spectrum contains many closely spaced lines. It contains many closely spaced lines. It fails to explain Zeeman effect and Stark effects. Bohr's theory also failed to explain Zeeman effect and Stark effects. What is the Zeeman effect and Stark effect? The splitting of spectral lines in the applied magnetic field is called Zeeman effect. Splitting of spectral lines in the applied magnetic field is called Zeeman effect. Next, what is the Stark effect? The splitting of spectral lines in the applied electric field is called Stark effect. In magnetic field is called Zeeman effect. Splitting of spectral lines in the applied electrical field is called Stark effect. J.J. Thomson spectrum model fails to explain experimental observation about the atom, and Rutherford's model fails to explain the stability and line spectrum of atoms. And the Bohr's atomic theory also fails to explain the spectrum of multi-electrons and spectrum of hydrogen and spectral lines of the electric field and magnetic field. Bohr proposed a flat model for atom. He proposed a flat model for atom, but it is found that it has a three-dimensional existence. It is found that it has a three-dimensional existence. Bohr assumes definite orbits for a revolving electrons. Definite orbits for revolving electron. It is against the wave nature of electron. Wave nature of electrons. As per Bohr's theory, the position and velocity of electron can be determined accurately and simultaneously. The velocity and position of electron can be determined accurately and simultaneously. This is contradiction with uncertainty principle proposed by Heisenberg. Heisenberg principle proposed to contradiction with uncertainty principle. So, what are the topics discussed today? The properties of fundamental particles. The important particles are electron, proton and neutron. Electron is proposed by J.J. Thomson and proton is proposed by Goldstein and neutron is proposed by James Chadwick. And the charges are: electron charge is negative charge, it is equal to -1 unit. Proton charge is +1 unit and neutron charge is 0. And atomic number and mass number. Atomic number is defined as the number of protons or electrons present in the atom is called atomic number. It is proposed by Moseley. It is denoted by Z. Z equal to number of protons or number of electrons. And mass number. The sum of protons and neutrons present in the atom is called mass number. It is denoted by capital A. A equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. And atomic structure. The arrangement of fundamental particles in the atom is called atomic structure. The various atomic models were proposed by different scientists to explain structure of atom. In that, J.J. Thomson proposed watermelon model of an atom. It is fails to explain experimental observation about the atom. And Rutherford found atomic nucleus based on the alpha ray scattering experiment. It is also fails to explain the stability and line spectrum of atoms. And Planck quantum proposed a theory. According to him, energy is radiated not continuously but discontinuously in the form of packets known as quantum. The energy of quantum is given from the equation, that is E equal to h mu. H equal to Planck's constant, that's value is 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 27 x per seconds. Next atomic theory is Bohr's atomic theory. Niels Bohr postulated a theory based on Planck's quantum theory. He explained The electron in atom revolves around the nucleus in certain fixed circular paths. Those paths are called orbits. Each orbit is associated with a definite amount of energy, and there are many possible circular orbits around the nucleus in each atom. Each orbit is denoted by n, called principal quantum number. The value of n increases the size of electron orbit as well as energy also increases. He also explains the electron revolves around the nucleus only in an orbit in which its angular momentum is an integral multiple of h by 2 pi. He explains the electron jumps from lower orbit to higher orbit. If it absorbs energy, it jumps from higher orbit to lower orbit by emitting of energy. The energy of radiation observed or emitted is equal to the difference in energy of the two orbits. That is explained by the equation of delta E equal to E2 minus E1, that is equal to h nu. So he explained well the spectrum of one electron hydrogens or one electron ions like hydrogen, helium plus lithium plus 2, which contain only one electron. He explains the stability of atom. The atom is stable. According to him, the atom is stable. He explains the radii of various orbits and energy associated with electrons. But he failed to explain the spectra of multi-electron atoms, and he fails to explain the spectrum of hydrogen spectrum and fine spectrum. He also failed to explain Zeeman effect and Stark effect. The Zeeman effect is defined as the spectral lines in the applied magnetic field is called Zeeman effect. The splitting of spectral lines in the applied electric field is called Stark effect. He fails to Zeeman effect and Stark effects. He assumes definite orbits for a revolving electron. It is against the wave nature of electron. According to him, the position and velocity of electron can be determined accurately and simultaneously. So today's class is end.